These are some of the nails in that coffin. Putin predicting dollar and euro demise and everyone moving to real reserves of raw materials like land, food, and gold. Now, what did Putin say in this speech here that he's giving? He said the whole global economy and trade have suffered a major blow, as did the trust in the US dollar as the main reserve currency. The illegitimate freezing of some of the currency reserves of the Bank of Russia mark the end of the reliability of so-called first-class assets. In fact, the US and the EU have defaulted on their obligations to Russia. Now everybody knows that financial reserves can simply be stolen. And many countries in the immediate future may begin, I'm sure this is what will happen, to convert their paper and digital assets into real reserves of raw materials like land, food, and gold, and other real assets. Now, when he says land, food, raw materials, land, food, gold, and other real assets, what he means is as opposed to debt. Right now, the entire world operates on a debt-based monetary system, and each central bank, each economy is a gear in this clockwork of debt-based systems. They are all linked together, and it requires all of them working together for this system of IOUs to work. It's just a bunch of people swapping IOUs. And so this was on March 27th that Putin made that speech. Then, on March 31st, he signed a decree ordering gas exports to be halted if buyers don't pay in rubles. Now, this is natural gas, it's not oil, but still, Europe consumes a tremendous amount of Russian natural gas. And if they don't pay in rubles, then their economy has to slow down. The economies are directly related to energy consumption. And so if Europe's whole economy contracts, it's going to kick the world into a global recession. And so they really have to pay in rubles. We'll see what happens. Now, that was March 31st. On April 2nd, Alistair MacLeod said Russia holds a shocking 12,000 tons of gold. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. According to the World Gold Council, the United States holds 8,133 tons. Germany is by far richer per capita, per person. When you take their population divided by the number of tons here, they're about two-thirds richer per capita, 1.66 times richer than we are per capita at 3,359 tons, and Russia down here at 2,299 tons. They've got 146 million people in the country. We've got 330 million. So they are not nearly as rich as us. However, if Alistair MacLeod is right, they are about 4 times richer per person than the U.S. is. In fact, they would be the richest economy on the planet if Alistair MacLeod is right. But I haven't got that much reason to doubt him. You won't see any pictures of any U.S. president fondling gold like this, like Vladimir Putin does, going back for many, many, many decades. There are a lot of pictures of Vladimir Putin as Russia was collecting gold, and they've been doing it for a couple of decades now. So there is a paradigm shift coming. Western media hasn't grasped yet. Now we're up to April 4th. So these articles have been March 27th, March 31st, April 2nd. Now we're on April 4th. A paradigm shift Western media hasn't grasped yet. Russian ruble relaunched and linked to gold and commodities. This is by Ron Manley of Bullion Star. And he's done some great analysis here. I don't know if everything is absolutely correct, but some of the interesting things, with Russia's central bank having just profoundly altered the international trade and monetary system linked by linking the Russian ruble to both gold and commodities.
Before we continue, help us clicking that YouTube like button and subscribe now to our channel. This shows the algorithm that you valued this information. And it helps us spread that message. Sharing is caring. And now, let's continue.
I have bad news for you. If you're not rich by now, you're screwed. And if you're in debt, you're even double screwed. How so, you might wonder? Well, the sad truth is that you're working your whole life to make someone else rich. The mega corporations, the banks, the politicians, everyone is getting richer. They get your money. And what is even worse, they get your time, they get your life. You are not even in a rat race, you're in a financial prison. But what could a solution for you look like? Honestly, I don't know, but I know what a solution for me would look like. It's very simple. I use whatever money I have and I multiply it with 1,000. This could make my life much easier and probably yours as well. If you have $1,000 available and multiply this with 1,000, I believe that this could solve some financial issue for the one or the other. Of course, if you're ugly, you would have to multiply it with much more than 1,000. My name is Markus Dahn, and this is what I decided to do. I decided to 1000x my money. This is not a joke. I know what you may be thinking. What is this guy talking about? How should this work? This is not possible. Well, I made a detailed video where I laid out my plan. And some clever folks might even want to look at this plan and copy it and do exactly what I do. This is just a little hint on the side. You have two options. You leave, you forget what you have seen. You do whatever you're doing and you hope that somehow you get some other results. Good luck with that. Or you click the link below the video. You enter your email address because I'm not showing this to everybody. You at least watch my video on how I plan to 1000x my money. The choice is yours. Make the right choice. Join me. See what a different future you could have. See at least how I intend, how I plan to do the 1000x. So click on the link below, enter your email address, and I see you on the other side. Your Markus Dahn.